Oh yeah, you told me about that. You confessed to your crush. Oh my gosh. A Moogle. There he is. Look at him. What manner of creature is that? It's a Moogle.
Sorry.
Oh, I love them. Talael, my eyes deceive me? Was that a Moogle? Let's go. I want to pet it. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kuplo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You are, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But, you see, before any meeting with Hresvelger could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having to perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Okay. Oh dear, the horn. Bring out the horn, quickly now. We blow into this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moghem may have sat on it. So we need some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not precipitate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Rator's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? 'Tis only by claiming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I will be alone. This is an amazing story. An eternal being living history in the present is such an interesting concept for an eternal. Like, usually when someone has an idea of an endless life, it's that they forget more and more of the past because they've lived so long. But the dragons perceive the past as the present in terms of how they view the timeline. It's such a really cool idea that they are so present in time that everything feels like it is currently happening. Anything you're saying?
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
I don't like how conniving he is. He's also very good at it. I feel like Teleji was a child and this guy's like a master of manipulation. Ooh, frickin' Lalafels, man.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Ooh.
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself
True,
are not innocent.
they are.
Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
That's a very manipulative fact. That's not 100% true. The law was manipulated from the beginning to make it so they couldn't pursue Teledji. I mean, she's acting like the law would have done anything to exonerate or chastise Teledji. It's kind of a faulty line of logic at that point. The law was in his favor simply because they've been manipulating it for so long. I mean, it's like saying, oh, we'll get a fair trial for big businesses in the U.S. No, we won't. All the judges and the politicians are owned by them. It's ridiculous. His was the only act possible. Ooh, fancy pot. Never mind. Grudges forgotten.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation.
A bribe. Not even a bribe. It's like, hey, if you want the Sultana to be able to wake up, you have to side with me. Every single thing he's doing is trying to sound reasonable while offering ultimatums. Every single part of it.
You will find
I hate this fucker. Sleeping Beauty. Like, obviously I'm relieved that she's alive. Obviously. Because I liked her character a great deal. But also, it just cheapens the story so much, man. Like, I was blown away by the moves that they took at the end of A Realm Reborn. And they just kind of undid a bunch of what I found interesting about the ending. But I'm glad she's still alive. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light. The Dread Worm awaits. Cutscene? Cutscene! Quick, Nest, avert your eyes. Don't look upon the glory of what's becoming. Oh. Okay, that wasn't a cutscene. I was hoping it was going to be a cutscene. Alright, well, gonna queue up. To be fair, Nest, not much point. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and 2 should have been the full series. Or, if it had gone forward, been directed better. But they kind of just gave a lot of the work to outside studios, or like branch studios, and just kept making shitty games on side consoles for years. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game of all time, and I have spent so much of my life wanting it to be better and better, and it just got worse and worse. Chain of Memories had a great story, but bad gameplay.
Year and a half days or whatever?
Yeah, 358 and a half days was a good game. I felt like it was the best one since the beginning. Is this Nidhogg? He's got one eye there. Oh, hey! Don't shoot down my ship! Yeah, KH2 is the best. Has the best it has some of the best combat of any game I've ever played. I guess it is Nidhogg. We got a train coming, boys. Wicked mortals, I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Story was very lacking. Kingdom Hearts 3 had... its combat was not balanced very well. Magic was incredibly overpowered, and a lot of the movement was very lightweight. It was good. It was definitely good, but it wasn't... It's like comparing a masterpiece to a normal piece of art, you know? Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the best games ever made, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 is a good game. And the story is garbage. The story is absolute dog doo-doo. The worst ending for a series you could ever imagine. Third level's unleveled because it was so easy. Yeah, it's very easy. Really not difficult. I actually did, on my YouTube right now, there is a playthrough of me doing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on Proud Mode. If anyone's interested in seeing that. Although, I will say, production value is rather lacking. I, didn't really know how to record very well back then. My lighting's off, my camera's off, I look pale. But yeah, it's one of my favorite games ever. Follows as a pain because he one-shot me. Yeah. I was playing through Proud Mode on Kingdom Hearts 2. I didn't grind at all. I wanted to just be whatever level I would be at the end. So the final Ansem fight, it took me like 3 hours straight on stream to beat it just because of how... You get hit twice and you're dead. So that took me a long time. I've actually never even tried to fight Lingering Will. It's more the story that I love in the game. So when I'm playing through, once I get to the end of the story, it's like, alright, I'm done. I don't usually like to do the super challenging stuff, especially because, I mean, I've said before, I have an autoimmune disease and my hands don't work very well. So if anything gets too difficult, these things hurt. Oh yeah, I've beaten Sephiroth before. Back when I was younger, I did play through the games and like 100% them, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. But that was before they did the final mix version, so I never actually got the chance to fight Lingering Will until I was older. By that point, I didn't want to. But the ultra bosses in Kingdom Hearts, like the Reaper and what was that one called? I can't remember. It's like a guy with a bunch of swords. Got to the room before the final boss. Really? And it was just difficult and you gave up? Or like, what caused you to stop playing? I'm curious. Oh really, that's awesome, dear. Young Arnold, yep. Yeah, that'll do it. People always think that Kingdom Hearts is an easy game. I mean, if you want to make it easy and play in easy mode, then yeah, totally. But if you know, even normal mode can be difficult sometimes if you don't grind. It also has a very deep combat system, especially 2. I don't know if any of you have seen any, like, the speedruns of Kingdom Hearts 2, but, like, level 1 Proud Mode speedruns are some of the coolest frickin' things I've ever seen. Not critical mode, not Proud Mode. Proud's highest level difficulty on Kingdom Hearts 1. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah. The flying fights were difficult. Especially because a lot of the last boss is just a flying fight. Please. I just want to sit still and cast. This is rude. This is rude and you know it, wrong. Wronged? If that even is your name. Ow. Do a little bit of self-healing, take the burden off the healer. Oh my gosh, yeah. What's his name? Chernobog. He's from Fantasia. Yeah, Chernobog's difficult. There's actually, like, some really cool strategies that you can implement in the game, where there technically is a single spot on Chernobog's back that you can land on, which you aren't supposed to be able to do that. So because you can stand still and land, you can do a summoning. And you can summon Mushu, which is the most powerful summon. And with that, you can blast Chernobog down really quick. I always love speedrun strats. It's like, if they're cool. If a speedrun strat is just like, oh, the game's broken, then that's kind of whatever. But like finding these little ways that you can make things optimize is really cool. I'm like, I want to go watch a speedrun right now, Kingdom Hearts. My stream's breaking, guys. I can't hear you. I'm going through a tunnel. I need to end it. Go watch a speedrun. Just killed it before it killed you? Yeah, that's a good way. You just spam heal. Just spam heal until it's done. That was the best thing about Kingdom Hearts 1. You could just spam heal over and over and over and over again. I guess I'll read that. I don't need it, but... I don't know where we're going. Oh, we're going in a pit. Hey, I would never have gone down here. It's so dramatic. It's like a giant hatchery. Although I do wonder why there's just giant cobwebs everywhere. Is there going to be giant spiders, or...? That was rude. Nidhogg's Broodling. Ew. A terrible dragon appears before me. Jesus! I was not expecting that. Time for a little bit of AoE. Cage 2 really did. Cage 2 has got to be one of the all-time great games. I feel like nothing's ever compared to how good its battle system was. There's definitely been things close where it had, like, equally good but not as unique battle systems. But Kingdom Hearts 2's battle system was just... it was perfection. Oh, really? That's really cool. I had the same thing, but for Kingdom Hearts 1. I 100% complete Kingdom Hearts 1 and got level 99 in that. And I also did that in Kingdom Hearts 2. But, my brother, he's 5 years younger than me. I think I told you this. I think my brother is your age, I think. But he ended up getting in a fight with me, and he was like 5 or something. So he took my memory card from my PS2 and melted it in the oven. The little shit. So it got rid of all my 100% saves. I had, like, I'd almost beaten Crash Bandicoot 2, and I had 100% Kingdom Hearts 2, 100% Kingdom Hearts 3, or, strike that, Kingdom Hearts 1. Almost 100% Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah. I'll never let him live that one down. Well, tank's dying. He lives! What a good healer. Kept them alive. So many... I think I'm getting flashbangs. Jesus. Holy moly. Threw you into a couch? Like, did he break the couch when he did so? Because I have some frickin' stories about bigger people doing horrible things violence-wise. I had an uncle... Oh, he hit the metal in the middle? Jesus. I had an uncle that was like 3 levels. Oh my god. You can tell I've been playing video games too much. 3 years older than me. And we always, like, wrestled. Because we loved, like, WrestleMania, Undertaker, like, that kind of stuff. So, we would, like, go outside with my other uncle, who was my age, and, like, get sticks and have stick fights together. Or we, like, do King of the Hill on top of a giant snow bank and throw us across the snow. But we used to actually do, like, real wrestling moves. So one time, I assume you guys know what a power bomb is, where you pick someone up so they're sitting reverse on your shoulders, and then you slam their back into the ground. He did that to me outside on gravel. And another time he did a pedigree, which is where you put someone's head between your like, knees, and then you drop their head down. He did that to me on a couch because he thought, oh, it's a couch, whatever. But he did it onto the wooden beam, similar to what happened to you. So I had a lot of intense physical things happen when I was younger. Sorry to say I didn't really like wrestling. I didn't like wrestling as a concept or wrestling to show, because I more liked it because it was something my uncle and I did together. I never really liked it past when I was like age 8, but I like watching it with him because we get excited together. But yeah, I definitely agree. After I got a little bit older, I was like, oh, this is literally just fake. Oh well. So we had a lot of that stuff, so I definitely see where you're coming from. Ooh, better one. My friends and my uncle did something called Rhino Horn, which is where you go up behind someone when they aren't expecting it, grab them by the hips, and knee them right in the tailbone and scream Rhino Horn. The most painful thing. See, this is why boys die quicker than girls. MMA, yes. I probably could get into MMA if it wasn't so frickin' expensive. Well, that actually looks like it's better than what I have. Need that. For the future, let the gas things eat chili. If there's a game I could replay in Nier Automata, ooh, yeah. I've been hankering for it. I used to be dumb and trade my games in, because I didn't have a lot of money. So I'd trade my games in to get new games. But man, I wish I didn't trade Nier Automata in. I was like, yeah, I beat all the endings. I got like, was it 24 endings of the alphabet, or 26 endings? So I was like, yeah, I probably won't play it again. So I traded it in to get something else. And I regret it every time. Never finished it. Oh my god. I mean, I would say try doing it again if you can, if you have it, because it is amazing. Really existential. Exhibit A, why men die faster than women. You have been powerbombing yourself for the last 150 years. True. Best video game ending of all time? It's up there. It definitely is. The part that really messed me up was the Become His God section. That was really crazy. Pretty sure... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. Well, you did, too.
I mean, yeah.
The part where TB dies and lost access to it for a long time. I see.
Which one?
I was talking to Chad here. Oh, I see. I'm too dumb to get jokes right now, honey. I have gamer brain. All about those numbers go up. Only ending C, so got D through E to go through. Yeah, and then all the joke endings, too. Like the one where you eat a fish. That was so good. Oops. So many things to click through. Ah! did get new stuff, though, so I'll take that. And they're so over-leveled, a normal A took like 20 minutes. There are a couple things about Nier Automata that aren't the best. It definitely doesn't make it a bad game in any respect. It's just like, a lot of times the open world feels kind of empty, and a lot of the environments are very washed out looking. A lot of grays, a lot of browns, a lot of like dead world, which makes sense. Like, it makes sense because the whole plot of the game revolves around that. But I would say, like, a game that does, like, Dead World in a less bleak way is, like, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, Horizon Zero Dawn was, like, an end-of-the-world scenario, humans gone kind of thing. Or, like, humans close to extinction. I think their way they did the world was very vibrant and colorful and had a lot of stuff in the world. While I felt like Nier Automata's was... The world was just, like, a path to go through to the next interesting thing for me. And that might just be my aesthetics as well. The combat system was amazing. You are right, Dolphin. Like, it was so good. I absolutely love the fist weapons, too. Any game that has a fist weapon, I'm down for. Oh, speaking on, I had a question for y'all. I am planning on doing a variety game tomorrow, just so I don't get worn out of Final Fantasy, you know? So I was thinking about either doing Dark Souls or Hades. I was wondering which one you guys would prefer to see. I would enfeeble the worm with the... Oh, this Einstein. Enfeeble the worm with the eye. Do the thing. Kill him. Surprised this ended up being a dungeon instead of a trial. Impudent mortal, thou would use mine own eye against me. Hades? Okay, sweet. I've been hankering to play Hades again. Once again, my favorite weapon in that game is the fist weapons. I absolutely adore when you can use a fist weapon in a game. Which you would think I would be playing a pugilist then. Or a monk, but it's more like, I like Stop! You're hurting. I'm more like playing like an active game where you're doing fists. As opposed to like, you know, a game like this where it's more using skills. Like Devil May Cry fists. I like those a lot. Ow. He's very rude. Love the spear. Spear is my second favorite. I would say my least favorite is the gun in Hades. Simply because I just don't think it controls the best. It doesn't feel like it has the best potency out of the other weapons. But the spear and the fist weapons are my favorite. With this... What next? I think... Shield probably after that. Bow and then sword. And then lastly, the worst one would be... Or my least favorite one would be the, the gun. Ugh. Oh yeah, and also sorry for the late start today on today's stream, guys. We had a lot of new stuff happening at work and some overtime I had to do. He's 1,000 potency cure, really? You and DMC if I've never played? Actually, same. I own it because I knew I would want to play it eventually, but I never actually got around to it. I played 1, 2, and 3 before. I never played 4 or 5, so when they were on sale, I picked them all up. I know one day I want to go through and play them all again, and then play 4 and 5 for the first time, but it always just seems like I would have other things I'd want to play, you know? Also many games I've never played. I played DMC game. Really? Definitely very good action games. Story... it's not the best for a storyline game. Ah! Oh, gosh. Very aggressive, whatever he just yelled. Vengeance. Okay. But I'm the same way, Nest. I have like 200 games on my Steam, and I've probably played like 90 of them. Probably beaten like 60. So I definitely feel that. Because, like, a Steam sale comes on, they're like, yeah, I'll probably play this game. It's like $5, sure. Might as well pick it up. It's probably something that I'd enjoy. Oh god, I'm being levitated. Oh god! I just, let me out. Oh, well, it's done. Borderlands 2 is the most played game on Steam. I played a lot of Borderlands 2. Wait, what? He's not dead, he's just flying away? Wait, what? It completely took me right out of the conversation. Oh my god. He's just like, peace. I was not expecting that.